Hi, it says Giselle. I'm back with another project, and it's not a Christmas project. It's a little girl's bracelet. See, I've made two of them. Very pretty, easy to make. What you require is one of these colored rings that you can get anywhere at any craft store or Dollarama. A little square bead like this with a letter on it. You need about 25 of these sparkly beads. You can get them at Ted's Hobby Shop for next to nothing. You need about 25 or 26 to string, a narrow ribbon, elastic. This is the type that I used. It's 0.5 millimeters times 5 meters. What else do I need? Nail polish, top coat to secure your knots, and very narrow ribbon. That's it. That's all you need for now. And if I've forgotten anything, I'll just mention it. Okay, so I've started stringing. You just need to cut yourself an elastic about 12 or 13 inches long, but you won't need all that. The reason for the excess is to be able to have enough space to tie your knots, because you're going to be making a few knots so your ribbon doesn't fall apart. Your bracelet. Okay, so I've strung about, I think I had 25, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. So I'm going to just do two more. Two more of these little beads, because about 27 will do. I measured it more or less for the size of my wrist, because I have a tiny wrist. And it fits tight, so I think for a little girl it's perfect. I do have a tiny wrist. Okay, so two more. These are very cute, these little beads. I found them at a thrift store to start with, and then I found them at Ted's Hobby Shop. When it's strung, okay, what you're gonna do is, first of all, first dab of nail polish top coat here at the end, so that your elastic doesn't fall apart. It seals it. It's great. I do that with all my jewelry. Okay, so then you're going to take the end. Oh, first I'll show you how to insert the little C there into the little ring. You just insert it into the little hole there. Keep twisting it until it reaches the other end. Click. See, the C shows. And that's it. So then you're going to take, I want to make sure I take it from the right end. I don't want to have these beads falling all over the place. I've already done it once. Okay, so then you're going to take your little string of beads. You're going to pass it through the ring. Make first little knot. Make sure that between the knot and the ring that there's not a lot of space, because you don't want to show your elastic. So okay, I've done one knot. I'm going to do about 3. Again, pass it through the ring. Best way is to work on a surface, because otherwise it's hard to work in midair. Okay, so I'm going to again make a little knot. Sometimes it's hard to see with this stuff because it's clear. It's great, but it's clear and sometimes you can't see. So 2 knots and 3 knots should do it, because we're going to seal it again with the nail polish. So When I make stuff, even if it's just little jewelry, I believe in, you know, making it so that it lasts. I remember my dad being like that. When he made anything, he did carpentry. Uh, he didn't like anything that fell apart. He wanted it to last for generations. He made a dining room table, and it was so strong, and it was actually bolted to the floor. It sat about 15 to 20 people because we always had guests coming over for dinner. And I think what happened with that table is that it got sold with the house because it wasn't going anywhere. It was so solid and so beautiful. And I think I inherited that trait from him. I get really irritated when I buy stuff at the store and it falls apart on me after spending money like that. It's like, oh, annoying. So, okay, so second dab of nail polish at the other end where you've tied your knots with the last bead through the ring and your elastic. Now you're going to take both ends and you're going to close your little circle. Okay, again, on a flat surface is better. Okay, and you're going to try to tie your elastic so that there's no space between your beads. So I'm going to make about 3 knots again. Okay, so that should do it, about 3 knots, see, like this. And if you have elastic left over, a good idea, and I do this with jewelry, what I'll do is I will pass the end of the elastic back into the bead, back into the first bead that you see. Just pass it through the hole again so that it goes on the other side in reverse. Of course, it's not going to cooperate now. Okay, it went through. Okay, and that just makes it tighter. And I'm going to do the second bead. Just pass it right through again in reverse. Try to get my hands out of the way. So basically what you're doing is you're reinserting the elastic backwards. That's all you're doing. It's going the other way. Let's see if I can get into this one. So I try to use beads that have a hole big enough to be able to do this because it just makes the job easier. Okay, so it went through. Okay, and then just make another knot there. That's all. Where you're ending your little where you just put it through. Just make another little knot. You have the elastic, so might as well use it. Okay, so I tighten it. Just a second knot. I'm a knot person. I said not a nut person, a knot person. Might as well use what you got to make your project very nice and tight. And another little dab of glue for your no knot. Okay, top coat is best. And now you can cut out your excess knot, your excess elastic, because you've secured it more or less very well. So, okay. So I'm just going to cut it. there's just a little bit of an elastic that shows. Okay, and then you just take a little ribbon here, narrow ribbon, and pass it over the beginning and the end of the two beads, and it'll hide your knots or whatever's there, like this. And you're going to cut the ribbon. You don't want to make it too long because it takes away from the bracelet. That's pretty much it. Easy. Let's see how we are with timing here. Oh, we're at 11 minutes. That's good. Okay. So basically that's it. I'm just going to try this one on. I've made 3 now. So see, it's just going to hang the letters depending on how you tread it, how you put it into the ring. It's going to hang one way or the other, but it doesn't matter because it'll show whatever, however it moves. It'll show the little letter. I did think about doing a name like Sue or, you know, Linda or something, and then I thought better because these days it's not really practical or safe to you know, show the your little girl's name in public. So rather than do that, I decided just to put the first letter of a name. So that's why there's only one letter there. You could do a monogram and do two letters. That's okay too, you know. But you know, that's what I chose to do. So I really hope you like this project. I do have other projects in mind that I'm going to come back with. How are we doing with time? 12:22. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure what my next project's going to be, but I will come up with something else. Holidays are approaching, not so fast, but you know, still you want to be ready. And I'm thinking of making something else for patio doors, seeing as we still have some summer left over. I don't know which insect I'm going to do this time, but so that's it. So if you like my projects and you want to see more of what I have in mind, please leave me a comment. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening. And that's it. So till I come back with another project, it's Giselle signing out from my craft room. Thank you. Bye for now.